Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. This is PWME-KocoSports.net. That's KocoSports.net. It's where the world goes to kick out over combat sports, and above all, it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is LK's POV, point of view, on TNA Wrestling and how it's actually a very good show. I apologize if my voice sounds a bit croaky. For some particular reason, I just have the world's biggest cough, and that's the podcaster's worst nightmare. A tickly cough and a cough in general. It really is. So I've got a glass of water to keep me company. If I do take a pause for the cause, I do apologize. But I wanted to get this show done and out of the way. As Coco went on a massive rant on his opinion on TNA and the fans on a show a couple of weeks back, and he got a lot of heel heat for it. And, you know, it's his opinion, and so I'm going to give you mine, and you can see what my opinion is. And you probably read that title, and, you know, loads of TNA really big defenders had pre-cum running down the side of their leg. That's understandable. But me as a person, when I came to this realization a few weeks ago, and I think it was when I was watching not this week's edition, I think it was the week before, and I do the review Impact Wrestling every single week on the LK VIP section of ProWrestling.me and KocoSports.net, and I'll put the link in the description. Sign up is 99 pence, 99 cents, whatever country you are, .0.99 per month. First 14 days free. If you don't enjoy the content, unsubscribe. That's your choice, your prerogative, your decision. But back to this, I talked about this, and it was like an epiphany. That's what I'm going to call it. I called it an epiphany when it pertains to myself watching Impact. And I was sat there, and I was like, you know what? This is actually sports entertainment. You know, people say, oh, this WWE is not pro wrestling, it's sports entertainment. That's a fact. WWE themselves call themselves sports entertainment. TNA is sports entertainment. If you watch it as a wrestling show, it sucks. Okay, so I'm going to take you on a journey, okay? Ring of Honor, TNA WWE, Lucha Underground, okay? Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Revolution Pro Wrestling, Progress Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, fucking CMLL, Lucha Underground, TNA, WWE. That wasn't on popularity scale. That was on the scale of sports entertainment, television show, weekly episodic, professional wrestling. There is a huge difference. There is a very huge difference. Sports entertainment is all about storytelling. It's all about character development. It's about the storylines that drive you to one particular match or a particular segment. And might not even the main event of a show, for instance, might not be a main event. It might not be a wrestling match. It might be a promo. How many times on Monday Night Raw have we had a promo as the main event? You know, Lesnar comes out to cut a promo. Who's going to be the number one contender reveal? That's sports entertainment. Pro wrestling is just all about bell to bell. They'll tell the story inside the ring with their body language, their mannerisms, their storytelling, and the psychology. That's where pro wrestling works. Lucha Underground is a TV show. It's a bit of sports entertainment, a bit of wrestling mixed in there. That's why I kind of put it in the middle. Sorry, really ill. Jesus H. Christ on a popsicle stick. And once I realized that, and I said, okay, next week's Impact, which was last week's, the go-home show for TNA Lockdown, I sat there and I said, okay, I thought to myself, how on God's green earth am I going to watch this now as a sports entertainment? Because I'm a fan of sports entertainment. I come on here a lot and say the characters, the storylines, the storytelling, the writing aspect, that intrigues me. So I am actually a fan of sports entertainment. Obviously, I'm a fan of professional wrestling, for crying out loud. I mean, there's a fucking AJ Styles side, Revolution Pro Wrestling, New Japan, Ring of Honor. You know, I am a fan of professional wrestling, but I do also enjoy a bit of sports entertainment. But the issue I have with sports entertainment is I can only take it in small chunks. That's why 3 hours to me is a killer. Like I can watch pro wrestling for 3 to 4 hours because that's what I love to watch. Sports entertainment, on the other hand, I have to be in the right mindset and the right mood. That's why everyone's. If you really notice, if someone reviews Ring of Honor, those wrestling fans, the review's going to be very similar. They're all going to enjoy certain matches, put over certain things. That they're all going to be kind of similar. If you watch, you know, a WWE review and a TNA review, you either hate it or you love it because it's sports entertainment. And once you understand that, once you get that through your mind, it makes the show great. For instance, last week's TNA Impact Wrestling. Okay, I'm not going to review it because that's not fair on the VIP members who paid to have that. But the openings, okay, so he started off with backstage parking lot, EC3 walk with his luggage, Dixie Carter comes and says blah, 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 and then EC3 says, yeah, I'm going to go to the ring. Okay, that's different. That's a variation in settings. Also on the VIP every Tuesday, I do a segment, a gimmick, whatever the fuck you want to call it, called Raw Rewind, where I take an episode of Monday Night Raw from in the past, review it, then compare it to that week's show. Last week's edition, we did April the 2nd, 2001, the night after WrestleMania. There was parking lots, there was cafeterias, there was, the locker rooms, there was, behind the parking lot, outside the book. There was so many different variations of settings of scenery. Whereas if you watch Monday Night Raw nowadays, even though it still is sports entertainment, the one thing I'd really dislike about it is always in that backstage area where they're talking on the microphone, there's the flashy HD gimmick behind. That's not good enough. It's sports entertainment, it's storytelling. That's what my opinion is of it anyway. And Impact did a good job then. They did an in-ring promo of EC3, great promo. We went to the back. We then had Eric Young and Bram come out. They cut a promo. Then we had Beer Money come out. They cut a promo. They then collided, had a match. And then this was brilliant. This was brilliant. Okay, so they have the match, ends in a DQ. They brawl all the way to the back. Now, normally when they brawl to the back, you're like, okay, that's over. It's over. That's the end of the segment. Let's see next week to see what actually happens. TNA Impact Wrestling followed that. They followed it to the back. They brawled in the locker room. They brawled in the hallway of the venue. They brawled in the parking lot, in the road. They brawled everywhere. That's sports entertainment done properly. That's really enjoyable storytelling. Because there's no psychology with their bodies, no storytelling with their bodies. The storytelling told by the writers telling the story. Okay, and what I love about that is, it actually made me think, I want to watch Beer Money versus Eric Young and Bram in a steel cage at Lethal Lockdown. And it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great episode of Impact. And watching it from this standpoint really does make me think, Impact has a lot of potential. And I really do pray that the numbers increase more than what they are, because they're declining at the minute. And it's really upsetting to me because, you either love TNA or you hate TNA. There's no middle ground. I'm skimming that middle ground so much because, in one hand, I love pro wrestling more than sports entertainment. On the other hand, as a reviewer of TNA, I've got to put my TNA cap on as a sports entertainment fan. And sometimes that's difficult because, I have to watch SmackDown, I have to watch Raw, then Impact as well. That's quite a lot of sports entertainment a week. And I would prefer to outweigh it 90% professional wrestling, 10% sports entertainment. And the way it is at the minute, it's like 50-50, and I don't like that. But so there you go. So that's my opinion on TNA Wrestling. It's actually a very good sports entertainment show. Disagree with me? That's your prerogative. But the facts are the facts. Okay? Pro wrestling starts off with a match, then it maybe gets an in-ring promo match, maybe in-ring promo match. All build to that championship match. Impact this week. Segment, in-ring promo, backstage segment, in-ring promo, first match. Okay, Monday Night Raw does the same. Promo, backstage promo, first match. That's sports entertainment. And that was not, this isn't me, and also another thing. This is where if I had a flag, I would throw it. You people calling TNA the alternative, don't. This isn't the alternative. Because I think some of the problems that the TNA haters, for some particular reason, have is that they call it the alternative, because it's really not. It's WWE exactly the same. It's sports entertainment, just with a lesser production value and, talents that aren't at the level of the WWE. That's not their fault. It's financial. They can't help that. The alternative to WWE, because WWE is sports entertainment, the alternative to sports entertainment, which is WWE and TNA, is pro wrestling. The Ring of Honor, the New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Revolution Pro Wrestling, the Progress Wrestling, the fucking AAW, the AIW, fucking anything under the sun, Maryland Championship Wrestling. It's all pro wrestling. Okay, so if you are out there and you hear someone say, I want to watch the alternative, TNA should not come to your mind. If you say, you know what, how about this, TNA fans? So TNA fans, don't now blast me in the comments. Please don't, because hear me out. If you're a TNA wrestling fan, okay, and you go, WWE fans, if you just say you're in the middle of a street and you go up to a WWE fan, he's got a WWE shirt on, you go, are you happy with the product? No. Then you go, have you tried, do you like Ring of Honor and New Japan? No, I don't really like that stuff. Well, there's a company that's like WWE, but, the storylines are better, the matches are better, it's all better. It's like WWE, but at a smaller scale, but a better scale. That's TNA. TNA is WWE's alternative. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, it's sports entertainment alternative. Okay, so once you get that through your mind, and it has taken me a long time for me myself to understand this and really let it accumulate in my brain. And I thought now's the perfect time to really get this done, nail it on the head, and get this uploaded. And wonder what your guys' thoughts are. So make sure you put in the comments what your thoughts are. Also, go sign up to LKVIP. Make sure you subscribe to ProWrestling.me. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you head over to KocoSports.net. That's being updated. Thankfully, Jerry's back, and that's all good in the hood. Again, so thank you for watching this show. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, maybe learned something in the process, but thank you very much. It's been LK here from ProWrestling.me and KocoSports.net. That's KoCoSports.net. It's where the world goes to kick out, showing for combat sports and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Stay safe, stay well. This has been your boy LK, and I'll be catching your asses down the line.